There we go. Can you guys hear me now? This this goes to show y'all. I don't do vertical live streams. So can y'all hear me okay now? Yay! Okay. So I'll start all the way over. Hello, everybody. It's your girl, Meka, Meka Divine Spiritual Guidance. Thank you guys so much for joining me on another live. Today, on this Easter Sunday, I'm coming on to do an all collective reading. So it doesn't matter what zodiac sign you have. If you were drawn to come into this live, then there could be some messages in this reading for you. But do keep in mind that time is fluid in tarot, so these messages could resonate for your past, present, or future. Also, the roles could be reversed, okay, in these readings. We're going to pull some oracle cards and tarot cards to see the messages you guys need to hear. In the chat, let me know what you guys do for Easter Sunday. I guess you guys can see on the community tab, your girl went to Sunday service. It was great. For those that don't know, I grew up in a Christian family. So, of course, Easter Sunday, I gotta go. But it was a great service. I'm just more on the spiritual side for those curious. Like, okay, she reads tarot, but I would define myself as a Christian. I do have a very strong spiritual walk and faith with God. So I definitely do enjoy anything and all things spiritual that's all about motivational, uplifting, and empowering people. And today's service was really just about if you've made any sins, if you've done anything you weren't supposed to do know that, you know, Jesus, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, is a redeemer, right? He forgives you for all your sins and all that jazz. Low key, I think the pastor was trying to recruit folks, because you know how that goes. It goes into, okay, all the sinners, come on down so we can pray for you and you can join the church. But it was still positive. It was still positive. But you know how he slid in that little piece right there. But it was good. It was very motivational and positive. So as y'all can see, I'm still in my Sunday's best. And a lot of you guys missed me on the live. This is also my redeeming video because last night, y'all, I'm beating myself up. I tried to be cool. I tried to be hip, and I tried to be on live doing an all signs read where you guys can see me, but I fumbled royally. But I tried, y'all. I really did try. I really did try. So I apologize again for those that missed it. Y'all can check out my train wreck reading. It was a good read. It was just connection, and it was an internet connection issue. So that's where we are. Before we get into the collective read this afternoon, I do want to get some insight from you all. Would you guys be interested in participating in a tarot trivia game live where I ask random questions and see if you guys get it right? I don't know. I think what I'm gonna have to figure out how we're gonna do that. I may do like a Google form or something. I'm not sure how we're gonna do that, but I'll figure it out. But if you are interested, I did put a poll in the community section of my channel. So, so let me know. I do have a lot of tarot readers and a lot of tarot fans. So it's just a fun way for me to connect with my my audience, a unique way. I'm always thinking of something different. So I hope you guys would take advantage of it. Just something different, just changing the pace, you know, just changing the pace. All right, don't forget to like the video, y'all. We're going to get into the collective read. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you, Monica. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Spirit, tell me a little bit about the collective and the person that the collective is currently connected to in love and romance. What is the situation surrounding the collective? We have the Knight of Pentacles. Now, what happened was when I was shuffling the deck, the card kind of flipped, but we're going to go with that. We're going to go with that. We have the Three of Swords in the reverse. Oh, thank you, May. Thank you so much. And we have the Four of Swords. So what I'm getting from your person is that they're trying to responsibly move on, but in a way of finding other people to connect with. They don't want to. They're kind of like fighting the urge. What is this? Hold on a second. I'm getting a couple of messages with this. Okay. Okay, scratch that. We're going to start that over. Put it in reverse, Sarah. Put it in reverse. Okay, so what I'm getting is your person is moving in a lot of pride and ego at this point. They're moving in a lot of pride and ego because what's happening is they know they need to come in a lot more responsible, but they're burdened by their responsibility of what they got to do to make things right with you. It seems as if, collective, you are moving on from this person. You really don't want to be involved with this person because they broke your heart. They broke your heart and you're trying your best to move on. But I think the issue is this person just not wanting to just comply to your wants, your needs, or anything that they can do to try to make things right with you. And it's all because of pride and ego. You know, this person moves out of a lot of pride and ego, and they really don't allow themselves to surrender. They don't allow themselves to surrender to this connection. It's like this person doesn't know if they need to manipulate you, tell you what you need to hear, keep it going, do the right thing. This person's trying their best to release the thought of you. Hold on, y'all. What's up with this person? I'm really trying to understand. You know, when you're reading someone and you're like, okay, you're saying one thing, but you're doing another. I'm getting this person has that issue. They're very inconsistent. If they come forward, it looks like to manipulate you for your generosity, your kindness, for what you bring to the table. But all they can offer you is a page. They do put you on a pedestal as being a Queen of Pentacles. So a lot of you guys, collective, are very stable, very self-sufficient, have it all together. You could have been very generous to this person in some type of way. And I think you just want a reciprocity. I'm just getting like you telling this person, hey, I just need you to pour into me, give to me, make better choices, stop being so combative, argumentative, giving me a hard time when I'm telling you what I need. That's what I feel like. This is somebody that's not really working with you. But then they're self-sabotaging their own energy because they're stressed out. They're stressed out and they're having a hard time because they feel like, why is the collective not pouring into me? Why is the collective not doing what they're supposed to do? Why are they moving on from me? They don't want to let this die, though. You're trying to move on. You're trying to let this thing die, but this person doesn't want to let it die. Let me get some more on this. Why does this person want to let this die? Why aren't they moving on? We got the Queen of Wands. And we have the Sun. They realize how attractive you really are. They realize that you may actually have other suitors, that you can easily pull somebody else while they sleeping on you and just not doing what you're asking them to do. And I'm getting, you're really asking them to do the bare bone minimum. But they're breadcrumbing you, collective. This could have been a very like breadcrumb type situation. The prices vary for my personal readings. You can click on my any one of my videos, probably not this one because I'm on the live on my phone, but you'll see the link to my website on any of those videos. Let's look at this page of pentacles, what they're trying to offer you. Let's see what that is. Okay. Y'all, this is where I can't fix my face. Okay. The best way to describe the energy coming through is if I love the collective up and I love the collective down, and I give them the magic stick, the magic poom poom, then at that point, that's all I'm gonna need for the collective to drop their guard. Because you're not talking to them, you're not engaging with them. They think you have, you know too much. Yeah, very wise, very firm, high values, high standards. You're not playing with this food. So it really bothers this person that you are 10 steps ahead and they don't know why. They don't understand why. Why is the collective smarter than me? Why is the collective doing better than me? They're supposed to be crying. They're supposed to be suffering. They're supposed to be begging me back. What the fuck you supposed to do with a breadcrumb? I'm sorry, but come on. What you supposed to do with this? And then, oh, nasty stinking wand. What you supposed to do with that? That's not it. They also understand that your boundary and your standard is about reciprocity. Like I said, you have told this person you got to step your game up, buddy. And that's problematic. Oh, wait, I'm in a relationship. I'm in a partnership with you, collective, and I actually have to show up for you? Clutch my pearls. Really? Really? Well, you know, I can see, you know what I can see? I can see this person going off, talking to their fellas, talking to their friends, their family, their loved ones. And they're like, how dare the collector do me like this? But you know what I got? I got something for him. I got something for him. Watch. I'm going to lay it low, spread it wide, and then they going to be running back. They going to be begging me back because I know how to lay it down. You feel me? I know how to lay it down. Lay down what? Lay down what? It's like their ego is through the roof. They think they hitting something. And you like, if you only knew. Y'all. It's like this person, they don't know that they are a total turn off. They are the turn off. So the fact that, and especially my divine feminines, I'm getting a lot of feminine energy, but it doesn't matter what the gender is, okay? But what I'm getting is if you are a feminine, most women need to be mentally and emotionally stimulated by their man. They need to feel secure. They need to feel, you know, the masculine energy being provided for. Women want a soft life. They want a soft life. What can you do to make my life a little bit less stressful and less, of a headache? Because as a woman, you do a lot already. You got to bear the children. You got to birth the children. You got to take care of the children. Then you got to take this old nappy-headed man, this old lazy guy. You ain't got time for it. They a child. They're a page. And I'm using women for an example because if you are a feminine and this is your story and you're dealing with a guy, they're only got 2 brain cells. That's why they don't understand that the error of their ways. By them pulling back, by them not rising up to your standards and your belief, you're just telling them, I just need you to do the bare bone minimum, bruh. And they're not doing that. And the best they can offer you is, how about if I just lay it down? But I feel like this is somebody that probably uses that for everybody to get out of stuff. But you're not low vibrational. You're not going to allow yourself to be a part of a situation where someone is just going to use you as a sex slave. You're not for sale. All right, let me get back on track, y'all. Your side. I say you want to move on, right? You want to move on and you're making plans to do so. A lot of you guys are, really sitting back and saying, okay, what next? What next? Because this ain't it. This ain't it. I'm so bored right now. I'm tired of this. I'm so over it. Over it. And you're over it because at the end of the day, what you want to experience is real love. What you want to experience is reciprocity. And the more and more you feel like you're at a space of begging this person to show up for you, that's problematic. You'd rather be alone, focusing on your grind, your hustle, doing you, boo. If this is your story, you could be single right now. And really just moving on from this. Moving on from this. And I'm here to tell you that this was a spiritual test from the divine. It was a test of your ability to know your worth, to know your value, to recognize that when you're dealing with someone who's low vibrational, and there's no gender here. I'm just saying, for the fellas out there watching, there is no gender in tarot. But what I'm getting is whoever this person is does not recognize that you are tired. You are tired. Unless they change, you're not coming back. And a lot of you guys, they've missed that boat anyway, because you're just kind of focusing on things turning around in your favor. Elsewhere, you tried it here and it didn't work. Yeah, some of you guys can definitely be exploring your options. You think there's better luck elsewhere, you see? Can't make it up. And a lot of you guys are feeling better. If this is your story, you may be like emotionally, spiritually, physically feeling lighter, feeling free. Do you feel pain? Do you feel disappointment from this person not showing up for you? Of course. Of course. Because you love this person. Your feelings, your emotions are valid and they're real. But the problem with this person is they're not in an emotional space to be mature. And an emotional, unavailable being is a very dangerous individual. They set out to destroy. They set out to bring people down to their level. And then if you don't, then they throw a fit. Right? Sounds familiar? Don't forget to like the video. 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. You feel like I'm tired. I'm tired of overcommitting myself to a situation that's going nowhere. I would be better off exploring and seeing what's out there. So some of you guys are taking that action. It's new. It's a new phase for you as a Page of Wands. It's a new step, baby steps, right? You're getting out there. You're getting to know people. Some of you guys could actually be dating. But there's so much clarity now I'm getting. A lot of clarity about who you are, what you want. after dealing with this person. And what I had fall on the floor is I had the King of Wands in the reverse fall on the floor. After I said what you're dealing with, your person doesn't want you to know that they were being a player. They trying to hide it from my reading. Then your person that knocked my cards off my table. Hold on a second, y'all. This is clumsy Aquarius, y'all. Oh Lord. Watch what happens live. Ah. So the outcome, or potentially what's to come, we got this 4 of Swords, and then we have the 10 of Cups. This person is really contemplating about what this relationship could have been if they would have done right, but their pride and ego is too big. Not to play with brown teeth. Yeah, and I'm also getting, if not necessarily a player, we're talking about somebody that's in and out. So this could be somebody that's here today, gone tomorrow. You know, that's the definition of a player. They're very inconsistent. They're really just disappointed the fact that they couldn't have it all with you. That's what they're thinking about. Like, dang, I had it good with the collective. Collective was really going to be my person, man. Why did I mess that up? You know, that's what I'm getting. Something like that. Lazy. They're not going to do nothing about it. They're not going to do nothing about it. Make it make sense, baby Jesus, on Easter Sunday. Make it make sense. This is somebody, classic case of someone that wants high reward with minimal effort. They want you to do all the work, pour into this relationship, carry their ass, and make this relationship just work for them. Man, you got the collective effed up. You got it all the way twisted. They got it messed up. Let's get some more on this person. Spirit, tell me more about this person here for the collective. Let me get these cards so I got some space. Hey, y'all. Hey. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank y'all so much for being here. Happy Easter. Resurrection Sunday. I'm trying to say like 2 things at one time. Happy Easter and Resurrection Sunday. Spirit, tell me a little bit about this person's honest and true thoughts, secret thoughts about the collective right now. Woo. I told you they're thinking about you. We got memory. This person is ruminating about the past. They could be looking at old pictures, old texts. This card gets me every time, y'all. We got disturbance, and it says obscure, irritation, supernatural. This person is haunted by the memory of you. Sound kind of like Carmen to me. This person is haunted by the memory of you, collective. They like the collective done put some kind of spell on me. Why I can't get the collective off my mind? Why the collective in my head? I'm so tired of the collective. Woo, I don't want to think about this fool, this girl. They so tired of you. They're like, woo, can the collective? They must got some hoodoo voodoo going on. No. It had nothing to do with that. You know what it is? Guilt. Guilt is eating this person alive. That's what it is. Guilt is eating this person alive subconsciously, but because this person moves out of so much freaking pride and ego, they can't even say, you know what? I actually was the person that caused these haunting memories because I was being a complete idiot in the relationship. And I feel bad now that the collector said, checkmate, bitch. Because that's what you did. You said you're not going to come into my world, disrespect me, think I'm going to accept the bare bone minimal. You got me effed up. That's what that's about. That's what it's about. Conflict. They mad. They big mad. You know what they're upset about? If you would have just honestly did what they wanted you to do, we're good. If you would have just allowed me to stay into your life, give you breadcrumbs, and treat you the way that I'm treating you, we good. If you would have allowed me to, come and go into your life as I please, we good. So what's the problem? Why are you not being cooperative with me? You was being cooperative before. You were there before. When I cheated on you before, when I lied to you before, when I deceived you before, and I lied to you and you believed me. Conflict. Get ready for the love bomb of the year. They want to gift you something. I think this person wants to make all this crap disappear. And for a lot of them, they are hunted. Seriously. Like when I say hunted, I'm talking about nightmares. I'm talking about memories. But this is subconscious guilt. So they feel like, well, okay, if I were to give the collective a gift, if I were to say sweet nothings to the collective, do some, whatever it is, take the collective to Ruth Chris or whatever your jive is, whatever your thing is, that's enough. Then I can snatch the collective back into reality and they can bow down to my requests. It's worked before. So why isn't it working now? Because y'all saw Meka. Look at your phone. Because y'all saw Meka. I got to get my red. Look, I got to get my red wig. Is that brown or red, y'all? Let me know. Why isn't the collective coming back? Because Meka told the collective the truth about their old raggedy ass. That's why. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's compromise. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's compromise. What does that mean? We got reservations, desire, worth, extravagance. Why do I feel like they're reserving special moments to give you the things that you should have been getting throughout the whole relationship? You know? That's what I'm trying to understand. Look at that. How sweet. Be careful. Be careful, y'all. I think this woman pregnant. Is she pregnant in here? It says sweetheart. Yep, little baby. You see the sonogram? They said everybody message, but some of them may try to baby trap you next. Be careful. Don't let this fool try to baby trap you now. Some of y'all could be pregnant. Some of y'all could have children by this person. You know, they're going to use any tactic. This is a very strategic, tactic-based individual. They go based on tactics to get what they want. But again, didn't I tell you, magic stick, magic poom poom. They gonna try to lay it low and spread it wide. They gonna try it. All right, let's see. Okay, here we go. Spirit, tell me more about this person's true, honest feelings for the collective. And then we'll look at their intentions and future actions and the outcome. So y'all bear with me. What is this person's overall feelings for the collective? They feel heartbroken. They do. They really do. Because, and you know, I tell people, be careful with the heartbroken type of energy with toxic people, because a lot of times they're not grieving the loss of you. They're grieving the loss of the benefits of having you in their life. We got sword and roses. It says clarity and truth, revelations, honor and protection, determination. This heartbreak has been a big epiphany for this person. They've recognized and realized the truth that you are divinely protected. You honor yourself. You value yourself. You're not like these bottom of the barrel bitches. You're not like these bottom of the barrel dudes. You're not going to allow this person to just come in and treat you any kind of way. Stop it. Delusional. They feel like you're being the runner. Why you running from me, girl? Why you running from me, guy? Hey, why you running? Come back. Jack, come back. Y'all remember that from Titanic? Jack, come back. Come back, Jack. It's a slow death. I'm hearing the death card. It's R.I.P. R.I.P., baby. It says fear of intimacy. Yup, y'all scared of that old steak of wine, steak of poom poom facts. Running away, and that is facts. Intensity and letting go. Yeah, you working on it. And turmoil and fleeting. Yeah, too much turmoil. So you're fleeting. Bye. Bye-bye. And they feel it. They feel it. They don't like that. Let's get some more, because we knows he like that. Track shoes, baby. She's a runner. She's a track star. Yeah, this person's heartbroken because they missed out. They missed out on your benefits. You see, they're not heartbroken by love. Understand the assignment. Your assignment for this person was to be there to support their immature ways and behavior. You were supposed to be the role of their mommy and their daddy. You were supposed to give them their sippy cup of love. They feel like you're free. That's problematic. Unexpected. Booyah! For that ass. Checkmate, bitch. That's what happened. They didn't expect it. You know, this is a classic case of someone that really just didn't expect you to pull back. They didn't expect, you know, you to disconnect and respect yourself. This is not, you know, about you just settling for anybody. You're not doing that. And they can think whatever they want to think. You know me, you already know what I have to say about it. All right, let's look further. Let's look at their intentions. Way too comfortable. Yes, Lene, yes. Way too comfortable. It's like, fall back, fall back. Spirit, give me a little bit about this person. Intentions. What are their true intentions with the collective? Now that the collective is running far, far away. 3 of Wands. They intend to wait because you're the runner. Remember, I told you. You heard it here first, folks. 3 of Wands, 6 of Wands. They're waiting on you to give them some attention. Why are you not coming back? Jack, come back. Come back. Collective, come back. Why? You're not being cooperative. So I don't intend to be cooperative. I'm not going to chase you, collective. I'm just going to sit here and wait for your phone call. I'm going to wait for you to show up at my house. I'm going to wait and I'm going to see. And that is the test. They're going to fuck around and find out. That's what I heard. They feel like you're selling away. You're not selling to them. You know, let's get to the tea. The 3 of Wands. Notice the person is standing at the shore waiting for the ships to come in. And they're like, okay. You know, they got a little hair on their chest. They got a little heart. They're like, you know, I got this. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. The collective gonna come back. So I'ma just do me. See, I'ma get it in. I'ma run around, do what I want to do. And then the collective gonna come back. I told you they're gonna fuck around and find out. You gone. She's a runner. She's a track star. It don't matter what cards I pull. It's giving the same message. So do they, okay, now they're realizing you're probably not coming back. So what does this person plan to do next then? What is their next actions? 8 of Wands. The Hermit. This person's kind of funny, y'all. 2 brain cells, maybe 3. That's all they got. Listen. They're really trying to get information. They can't even get the information on their own on how to approach you, what they should do, what they should say. So this fool going off, probably drinking themselves to death, smoking, sexing it up, talking to friends, talking to family. Whatever their vice is, this person is struggling, but they not really doing too well because you've humbled them. So they went to go take a nap. You see the arrogance of it all? Do you see the ego of it all? It's all about, I refuse to just pick up the phone and try to just dial collective and say, you know what, collective? You were right. I was being a complete ass. And I apologize. They would never. They would never. They would never do it. You know why? Because it would make them look soft. It would make them look weak. And they don't want that. They can't have it. Again, they're trying to say the math ain't mathing. This is unlike the collective. This is unexpected behavior. Why is the collective still not given to me? It's almost like they tried the manipulative tactic of pulling away from you to see if you're going to chase them, and it backfired royally on that ass. One of those type of things. And now they're kind of starting to see. They kind of played themselves. Hit the like button. They're starting to see that you're pissed. You're angry. You're over it. You don't trust this person. You feel like this person is full of is a part of a delusional world. They're not in touch with reality. And even if you've been separated from this person for a while, this is their current energy. They're literally thinking about this and they're hunted by it. You know, they're hunted by all this. And it's hard to believe, but some of you guys could be really dealing with a narcissist. I mean, I'm not saying everybody is, but if anybody knows anything about narcissistic personality disorder, you would know that a narcissist does not let go of their grade A supply. They're still going to stalk you. They're still going to try to reach out to you, to hoover you and all that kind of crap. Okay. They're going to try it. Ain't nobody got time for it, but they'll come back. When all that other supply runs out, they will come back. Not to say your person is a narcissist, but it's giving a lot of narcissistic qualities and traits in this reading. And if that's the case, run, 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 run. Don't walk, run. And no contact whatsoever. Don't say nothing to this person. Nothing. Block them on all platforms. Don't say nothing. Act like they don't exist. Because the moment you feed the narcissist any type of reaction, positive, negative, anything to feed their fragile ego, that's exactly the fuel they need to know you still care. Yeah, I still got her. Yeah, I still got him. Yup. Is that how your person... Sit y'all. Oh, I'm just messing with y'all. I'm a goofball. Sorry. Trying to make y'all smile through the pain. It's a rough read. You're heartbroken. You're upset because you're heartbroken. And this person knows that, but they're not doing anything about it. And that right there burns me up, collective, because how dare you? As a man or a woman, act like you don't know what to do. It's all in an attempt to stir up confusion. Confusion is manipulation. Lies is manipulation. Cheating, all that is all manipulation to get what they want. That's what a lot of these low vibrational people do. And that's just who they are. Underneath the deck, that is just who this person is for a lot of y'all. And there's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can convince this person to behave like. This is just the reputation. They broke, busted, and disgusted, and they nasty, and they can stay over there. The more that I feel both you and them are apart, the more you, collective, are losing interest. The more you're, emotionally, spiritually, if you have that soul tie, if you guys had, sexual relations, all of that is starting to diminish because what's happening is you're breaking that soul tie. And that's why it's so important, even as painful as that healing journey is, for you to pull your energy back and say, enough is enough. I refuse to allow someone to come into my life, treat me any kind of way, disrespect me, and treat me like crap. And the moment you do that, it may take several months. It may take a year. Hell, for some of y'all, it may take 2 years. So what? That's where you're going to transmute the energy. Listen to me. You're going to transmute the energy. Are y'all listening? To your money, to your career, to your children, to your spiritual walk, to your physical fitness, to your physical appearance. Y'all got no judgment, but some of y'all need to tighten it up. Don't be walking into the store with them bonnets on. Don't be walking into the store with them bonnets on and them fuzzy slippers. Get it right, get it tight. Okay. Y'all saw my post. I had them big old lashes on. I thought I was cute, but you see, I ripped them bitches off. Look, I ripped them off. Because I don't really wear lashes. I was trying to do something different. I was like, oh, hell not. But y'all get what I'm saying. Transmute that shit into stuff of purpose that's going to elevate you, evolve, and make you better. And that is the thing that's going to attract only better in your life. You'll start seeing your money increase. You'll start seeing your confidence increase. You'll start seeing that you'll end up being more happier. You'll start noticing in your romantic life that people will actually want to come and approach you, sis. Fellas, you'll notice that ladies will be kind of like, hey. And you're going to be walking around with your chest poked out, fellas. You're going to have a little, a little pimp walk in it. Yeah, I cuss sometimes. I can't help it. But I'm doing it because I really want to be serious about how important it is for people to understand the power of you working on you and finding wholeness and peace within yourself. You know? You got to find peace and wholeness within yourself, not looking for peace and wholeness externally and validation externally. You're all doing this for yourself, because once you feel better, once you start, looking better, that radiates joy and happiness and peace, and people love that. You see what I'm saying? So it's super important, y'all, that you understand, if this is your message now, it was all divinely orchestrated. It was all divinely a part of your spiritual evolution to become the best version of yourself. And that's what life is. It's about spiritual tests. Can you recognize when I meet this person and they do this to me? What am I going to do about it? Do I respect myself enough to say, no matter how much I love this person, do I love myself more? Do I value myself more? This person wants me to engage in their low vibrational energy and behavior and toxicity? Heck no, I'm not doing that. And you're not going to drag me down to the pits of hell with you. If you want to do all that low vibrational stuff, you can stay over there, because I radiate sunshine, happiness, joy, peace, abundance, growth. I vibe high over here. You see what I'm saying? God got me. I'm divinely protected, and I will thrive, and I will grow, and I will be successful. But you have to believe that. And you have to be in the spiritual walk of willing to do those things. If you don't, then I hate to say it, it may sound kind of toxic, but like most toxic people will say, well, you let me. You let me cheat on you 3, 4, 5 times. You let me come back 4, 5 times. You let me put my hands on you. You let me lie to you, cheat on you. And that right there, you got to recognize. You know what? Meka's right. I love this person so much, but I love myself more, to where I refuse to be treated this way, because there's someone out there who will treat me right. There's someone out there who will value me. And there's someone who is spiritually enlightened to know that treating anybody like this, there's karma to pay. It's true. There are good people out here. I get tired of a lot of women saying, there ain't no good men out here. I'm tired of the guys saying, there ain't no good women out here. That's a lie. There are. But some of y'all don't want to leave the house. And I can't talk because I'm one of them. I got outside today, y'all. I was Sunday best sharp tonight. Today, not tonight. I'm still, but you know what I'm saying. But it's the truth. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm stepping out a little bit more. But I'm also a very sensitive being. So I got to do it in baby steps, doses. But you got to get out. If you're single and you're ready, go. Go. Get out the house. Be seen. Don't look broke, busted, and disgusted. Self-care, ladies. Self-care. Self-care. I can't say it enough. Self-care. I seen, I was at service today. And I've seen so many people dressed so nice. I seen fellas with their pants pulled up. I seen fellas with suits on, with slacks, with a nice button-down shirt, with polo shirts, really exuding that very put together, classy, classic masculine energy. But if it wasn't Easter Sunday, you know what we gonna see. We gonna see dudes sagging. We gonna see them, just some of them wear holeless shirts and, not taking care of them. Not all of men. I'm just talking about how some people, code switch at certain times. But then when it comes to every single day, but you talk about you want a man or you want a woman, but you're not exuding that energy day by day. So taking care of yourself looks like so many things. And some of us more empathic ones, loving ones, we'll take care of everybody else before we take care of ourselves. And that's where we got to, that's where the buck stops. We got to start looking out for ourselves, or we're going to continue to go out and settle for someone that we got to take care of next. And I say we because I've been there. I've been there. I can talk about this stuff because I lived it. I've lived it. So you've got to be able to recognize your worth, your value, and not settle. And it's hard. The reason why I bring up the sagging thing, and some of the ladies too dress nice, but then you see them out and about, they got booty shorts on, they titties out. Y'all see them on social media. Oh, I probably couldn't say that on YouTube. Oops. But you know what I'm saying? They're exposed. They go to church today and they're dressed up really nice. And that's great. But I just feel like as a whole, as a collective, as a society, we're really losing sight of God. We're losing sight of having self-worth, moral code, right? Some of us, not all of us, y'all here, so y'all good. And those are the things that you have to recognize are not for you. So you don't attract another narcissist. You don't attract another toxic vibrating individual. You don't talk the liars, the cheaters, and deceivers because they're out there. They're always going to be there. So that's why you have to protect yourself. All right. What advice do we have for the collective on this? We have 5 of Pentacles, and we have the Star. Even if you feel lonely, even if you feel alone, you're not. You got God. I'm going to say it again. Even if you feel lonely, you're not. You've got God. Some of us don't recognize that we just have to make the first step to everything that I just did that spiel about, our healing. And we got to dream bigger than where we are. Some of us are settling for very little, but there's so much potential of what we can become. Is it going to be a lot of work? Yes. Is it going to take a lot of trials and tribulations? Are you going to make some mistakes? Of course. But I think the big takeaway from this reading, if this is your reading, is Spirit wanting you to know that you can do this. It's just going to take time. This whole situation is very overwhelming for a lot of you guys, very confusing. And it just goes to show the power of a massive manipulator and how they can get into your head, how they can skew your ideas, your beliefs, and really cause you to, think very little of yourself. And if this is your story, that was the whole point of what this person wanted, to make themselves feel better. Let me push you down so I can feel better about myself. Let me devalue your worth to make myself feel more worthy. Let me eat off of your table and your plate and your hard work and efforts so I can feel like I've accomplished something. That is a no. That is a no. And that's what Spirit is saying. You got to recognize your worth, and you got to reach for something greater than where you've been reaching for. And it's a healing journey, and it takes time. It really does. And I would consider myself someone that's been through hell and back. And I don't know when I'm going to do story time about some of my stuff that I've been through. But many of you guys are fighting an internal battle that you don't need to fight. There's nothing to fight here other than just heal. You don't need to go back and forth. You don't need to overthink it. You don't need to question it. You just need to say it is what it is. If you are dealing with the narcissist, if you are dealing with someone low vibrational, they are who they are. They is who they is. There is no cure. There's nothing you can do to say to change it. And you should never be in a relationship where you have to change someone anyway. You should find that person at your vibrational match that's ready to go. I call it a turnkey ready man, a turnkey ready woman, That's what you're looking for. And it takes time. It takes time. Don't rush the process. Don't try to defend yourself. Don't try to argue with this person. Don't try to, make this person see your side. I feel like that's been the thing that a lot of you guys been dealing with. And that's just going to cause more stress and fear and anxiety, because this person's going to get you wound up in that web once again of drama and lies and manipulation. So allow yourself to move forward, collective. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you did enjoy the live today, please, I ask that you guys give me a thumbs up. I would really, really appreciate it. I'll be back on later to do an all signs read. I'm just going to take a little bit of a break. Check out the community tab. Let me know what you guys think about doing like a tarot trivia night or something. I think that would be kind of fun. If you're into tarot, just to kind of, check out your knowledge, and I may have a prize for the winner. I don't know. We'll figure out something, but let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys on the next live. Take care of yourself. Happy Sunday. Happy Easter, everyone. Thank y'all.